Hello and welcome to another Bearded Geek toy review. In this episode, I bought this Deadpool figure from AliExpress for less than £9. Is it genuine or is it a bootleg? Is it any good? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back to the channel, and in this video we have a Deadpool figure to review, but not the Deadpool figure that we were expecting. Yes, unfortunately, the recently released Marvel Legends Deadpool Legacy figure isn't coming anytime soon. I've actually cancelled that order on Amazon because it's not going to get here this side of August. They've put back the shipping date to between September the 30th to February the 8th next year. And given the fact that that figure is extremely hard to get hold of, I'll be very surprised if they actually fulfill that order at all. So I am going to look for it elsewhere. As you may know, we are going away on holiday very, very soon. So I'll be looking for it whilst I'm on holiday. Hopefully I'll have some better luck in the US, where obviously it might be better stocked. Sometimes Hasbro don't always stock the UK and Europe as well as they do the US. So anyway, but I did manage to get hold of another Deadpool figure. Now this is a reissue of a Deadpool figure that came out about 4 years ago. It was a special Comic-Con exclusive. It came in like a white box, and then obviously it was on the retro carded X-Men kind of blister pack, which you've got there, which is very similar to like the ones that we've had for like the Spider-Man cartoon retro series. And it has been re-released by Hasbro a couple of times, and most notably it's been re-released again this year. So obviously Marvel are celebrating their 85th anniversary, and as you can see, this has the Marvel 80 years logo on it. Now, again, because of Deadpool and his popularity of a certain film that has just passed the $1 billion box office mark, again, this figure is very, very hard to get hold of. So I did a Google search, and lo and behold, the dreaded AliExpress came up. And here you go. I ordered this from AliExpress. Fully expecting that it isn't going to be a genuine figure, because we know what AliExpress is like. And it cost me less than £9. With postage. So £9 including the postage. So that's a ridiculous price for a figure that is, I think, retails for $34.99, I think. So we're going in with this with a full expectation that this is not a genuine figure. This is a bootleg. But let's just see if we're surprised by the quality of it once we get it open. So let's just move Wolverine out of the way there. And let's just move Spidey to the side a little. We've got a little Deadpool here as well, joining us. So the thing that I noticed when this arrived is usually on this kind of packaging, when it's a bootleg, you can really tell because the printing is nowhere near as good as a genuine Hasbro product. But looking at this actual card back, and it's exactly the same thickness as other retro carded Marvel Legends figures that I've got, and most notably the Spider-Man Hobgoblin that I got I think last year. And I've been looking at a few YouTube videos, and they do say there is a slight roughness to the cardboard that bootlegs use, bootleggers. And we haven't got that at all here. Usually there's a kind of like a bit of a light very, very fine kind of like roughness mottling to the cardboard that bootleggers use, and there isn't that on here at all. So even on the back, if you look at obviously what the figure looks like on the back of the packaging, everything points to this. It's well printed, it's clear, there's no smudging, there's no blurriness, there's no kind of like wishy-washiness of the colours, which again is common when you get a bootleg product. So in all intents and purposes, looking at this figure, this actually looks as if it is genuine. Now, I'm not holding my hopes out that I have got a genuine Marvel Legends figure for less than £9. But whoever has done this has done a bloody good job. So, yeah. So there's just a glimpse of the back. Obviously, it has Deadpool, and he's taken over the back as usual, like he does, breaking the fourth wall, so you don't see the other figures that were released in that range. And the only thing that kind of gives it away is this Chinese sticker that's been stuck on there. But besides that, it all looks good. And again, another thing that I've noticed when I've been watching these videos about bootlegged Marvel Legends figures, certainly the ones on this kind of like retro card back, is they say that this is never put in straight and neat. It's always kind of like shoved in. And this is put in very, very neatly, very, very straight, folded nicely, not scrunched up or like, you know, bunched in. So have we actually got a genuine Marvel Legends figure here for an absolute knockdown bargain price? Well, I think there's only one way to find out, and that's to open the packaging and get the figure out and have a closer look. So here's the figure in his inner clamshell packaging, and just closely looking at this figure, there are no telltale signs that this is a bootleg, because usually you get inferior paint jobs with bootleg figures. And if you've looked at the recent NECA Godzilla figure that I got just before Christmas last year, that again I ordered off another kind of like, you know, one of these cheap thing or websites. It was quite apparent when that arrived that it was a bootleg. Obviously, you know, the printing of the outer packaging, you know, was like very blurred, kind of like not as clear. And then obviously when you got the figure out, you could see that the paint job wasn't, you know, as accurate or as good as what a genuine figure would be. But here we've got no sponge, no telltale kind of signs, no kind of like giveaways of, you know, that would indicate, again, that this is a bootleg. If it is, it's a bloody good bootleg. But that's just on close look here. So let's actually pop the figure out, and then again, let's give it the once over. So here we have Deadpool out of the packaging, and again, just looking at the figure, it looks very, very good, and it's got the weight to it. It's got the feel to a kind of like a genuine figure. And there's no loose joints, which is obviously sometimes always a giveaway. All the joints here are extremely stiff, like you would expect from a brand new action figure. There's no kind of like loose joints around with, you know, that you sometimes get with bootlegs, where you get them out of the packaging and they just like, you know, literally like they're just floppy and, you know, they don't stand up, they don't like kind of like, you know, one leg doesn't like move properly, or one leg just like, you know, wobbles. Same with arms or heads or stuff. And yeah, it's got that feel to it. And obviously I use here the Renew Your Vows Spider-Man that we've got. It's kind of like, it's got the same feel of plastic. So I really don't know. I really don't know what to make of this at all. I can't see this being a genuine thing, but it looks too good. It looks too good to be true. The plastic looks yeah, you know, it looks like a genuine Marvel Legends action figure. It feels like a genuine Marvel Legends action figure. It's it's got great paintwork. Let's just have a look at that serial number there. It's like, that serial number. Is it like similar to a serial number that we get on Marvel Legends figures? There's not one on the Renew Your Vows Spidey that I can see there. I'm not going to go through all my other Marvel Legends. Let's just have a quick look at Wolverine, see if he's got any kind of like printing on there. No, there's not that, but I don't think they tend to do that kind of serial number printing these days. It's the kind of thing they used to do way back in the day. But yeah, it's just now there are some little bit of gaps, but I mean, which like that, if you could just about see that, which sometimes obviously you get with bootlegs where, like, some of the pieces don't quite fit together, but all in all, this is bloody good. And even if it is a bootleg, and again, I think it's too good to be true that this is a genuine figure, for less than £9 all in, I think this is just spectacular. I think this is really awesome. So let's just see how easy the swords come out of the sword holder. Yeah, they come out well. Yeah. And even if you look at the paintwork on the swords as well, that's the kind of thing that could really be fudged and just not look very, very good with a bootleg. So let's just stand him up there, because he does stand up, and he stands up really well. Like I say, all the joints are very, very stiff. So obviously he comes with these two swords, which are obviously sheathed, his two katanas, and they are very, very well done. You can't say fairer than that. And then you've got an assortment of weapons. So first of all, we've got this huge machine gun rifle that he's got here, which has a great paint job on it. And again, I've looked at genuine figures on like YouTube reviews from like a couple of years back, because obviously this is a figure that's been around for quite some time, even though it's been reissued a couple of times. And yeah, the paintwork is accurate, and the paintwork even on here is great. There's no sloppiness to it at all. Just what you'd expect from a genuine product. Another two machine guns here. Obviously there's no paintwork on these, but there isn't on the genuine Marvel Legends figure anyway. They're just obviously made out of standard black plastic. And then finally, so those, you got two machine guns there, and then you've got the pistol here, which again, just look at the paint detail on that handle. No sloppiness at all. So I'm absolutely confounded here. I think I've got myself a bargain, and this will really, really do well in my collection until obviously I get the movie Legends Deadpool. And then if I can't get hold of that movie Legends Deadpool, then obviously we're probably just going to have to go with the whole Deadpool and Wolverine version that is due out later this year, around about late October, November time. So yeah, but again, obviously it's an older figure, so we have pinned joints on both the arms and the legs, but that's because this is a figure that was originally produced 4 years ago. But yeah, again, the articulation, very, very good. This apparently is based on and uses the Spider-Man 2099 body, and obviously with just some adjustments to it, like the head, and obviously the extra sections around the ankles, but he holds his katanas very, very well. Very, very firm fitting there. We'll just like sheave that back in. It's just a shame that that doesn't, the only thing that doesn't really like kind of hold on too well. But that's the only gripe I've currently got with this kind of figure, and that kind of doesn't slide in too much. However, let's just see if we could swap that round, because is there a particular way of doing that? That slides in better, and then that one slides in. There you go. So yeah, they slide in perfectly normal. Again, he's got his trigger finger hand on here for you to put the pistol in. Again, he can hold his weapon very, very firmly. There's no looseness to this figure at all. I think I've got myself an absolute bargain here. I am really kind of, unless anybody knows any different, but I think I've lucked out. I think I have bizarrely, for some reason, got myself a genuine Marvel Legends figure for less than £9 off a website that isn't particularly known for doing genuine action figures. But really, just, that is just brilliant. I mean, just, again, it's just, yeah. I am so surprised at this. I am so surprised that this, in all intents and purposes, looks genuine. But if any of you watching this know any different and can tell me ways in which you feel that this is actually a bootleg, when my eyes tell me that it isn't, with how good the packaging is, how good the figure is, how well articulated it is, just the quality of it, then I'll happily admit I'm wrong, and that I'll go, yeah, okay, it's a bootleg. But even so, the quality of this figure is good enough for it to stand proudly, for the meantime, next to Wolverine and Spidey in my Marvel Legends action figure collection. I am really, really chuffed with this figure. An absolute bargain. I can't guarantee that if any of you go along to AliExpress now and place the same order with somebody who's offering it for roughly around about the same price, because you see AliExpress, all these websites, the prices fluctuate virtually on a daily basis. It's just absolutely ridiculous. I can't guarantee that you're going to get a figure of this quality that looks, to all intents and purposes, genuine. I really can't. But if anybody can tell me that this figure is not a genuine figure, I will happily say, okay, it's a bootleg. And if it is a bootleg, it's a bloody good bootleg. So there you go. The Uncanny X-Men X-Force vintage retro Deadpool figure from Marvel Legends. Absolute bargain. Can't believe it. Well, thank you for watching the video, and if you liked it, please leave us a like. It really does help out with the YouTube algorithm. And if you've not yet subscribed or hit that notification bell to be notified whenever we upload a brand new video, then please do so. We really do appreciate it. And also thank you very much to all the people who have recently subscribed. We've had a bit of an influx recently, thanks to the Marvel Legends Wolverine figure that I reviewed last week. So welcome aboard, and hope you enjoyed the channel. Lots more cool stuff to come, but in the meantime, stay safe, take care, and we'll see you very, very soon on Bearded Geek Toy Reviews. Bye now.